दामोदर राधा दामोदर राधे जय राधा दामोदर राधा दामोदर राधे हरे कृष्णा प्रभु धन्यवाद प्रभु हरे कृष्णा माता जी हरे कृष्ण वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च निरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्री राधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः परमगुरुभ्यो नमः आनन्दतीर्थगुरुभ्यो नमः। ब्रह्ममाध्वगौड़ीय परंपरा की जय रूपानुग गुरुवर्ग की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद्भागवतम भगवद्गीता चैतन्य चरितामृता की जय। चारों धाम की जय चारों वैष्णव संप्रदाय की जय। श्री गिरिराज महाराज की जय। भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी महाराज प्रभुपाद की जय। तिरुभावती महामहोत्सव की जय। वेदांत वामन महाराज भक्तिवेदांत त्रिविक्रम गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। सत्यव्रती मुनि की जय। श्री श्री दामोदराष्टकम की जय। कार्तिक मास शुक्ल पक्ष की जय। श्री उत्थान एकादशी तिथि महोत्सव की जय। विष्णु पंचक की जय। So we are in the 6th verse of the Damodarastakam. He wonders, how can I attain love for Sri Krishna and I consequently darshan of Mother Yashoda's darling son with my eyes? He wonders. Who wonders? Satyavriti Muni wonders. क्या wonder करते हैं? कैसे प्रेम? How can I attain love for Sri Krishna and consequently darshan of Mother Yashoda's darling son with my own eyes? How can I attain these two? Love and then darshan. Mostly Vatsalya Bhava, he is, Mother Yashoda's darling son. Akshidrishyaha, Edakshidrishya. Akshidrishya is the word, right? Last two words of the 6th paragraph. Grahanesha Mamagyam, Edakshidrishyaha. Akshidrishya andre Sakshat Kannige Darshana agbeku. How can I get darshana? One is first actually darshana will happen in the heart. Then the face-to-face darshana will happen. Like Dhruv Maharaj. First darshana in the heart, then darshana outside. Like that here also. So then how these two are attained is by Nama Sankirtana. Is only attained to chanting his holy names. Loving service to Sri Krishna is only attained by chanting his holy names. Therefore in this stanza, Satyavrata Muni performs Nama Sankirtana. 6 namas. 6 ನಾಮಗಳನ್ನ ನಾಮ ಸಂಕೀರ್ತನ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಮೋ ದೇವ ದಾಮೋದರ ಅನಂತ ವಿಷ್ಣು 4 ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈನಲ್ಲೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. 4 पहले लाइन में आया था. And then the remaining 2 will come Prabhu and Isha. Prabhu and Isha. नमो देव दामोदर अनंत विष्णु. नमो देव दामोदर अनंत विष्णु. प्रसीद प्रभो दुःख जलाब्धि. कृपा दृष्टि विशाद दीनम बतानु ग्रहण ईशा. गणेश मामग्रम ये दक्षिदुष. In the previous verse, Satyavati prayed, may your lotus face in your form as little Gopala, the same form in which you shed streams of tears in fear of your mother, forever appear in my heart. कौन सा रूप चाहिए उनको जो रोया था? इदम ते मुखाम्बोजम अत्यंत नीले वृतम कुंतलै स्निग्धा बालगोपाल रूपम रुदंतम मुहुर्नेत्र which was crying form. यशोदा बियोलूकला वो रूप चाहिए हमको. कौन सा रूप? which रूप he wanted? जो आंसू बहा रहा है, रुदंतम मुहुर्नेत्र, streams of tears in fear of your mother. Alam lakshana. There is no other benefit more than this. There is no other labha which is more happier than this. This is the greatest happiness of capturing this Balagopala Rupa. Idam te Vapuranata Gopala Balam Manasyavirastam Alam Lakshalabai. Kimanyai and Alam Lakshalabai. These two are very important words. Streams of tears in fear of your mother. In fear also, usually children cry in fear and adults cry in worry or miseries, Some people cry in fear also, if there is fear of death and all this. So here, children cry in fear of the mother, maar padta hai, beating. I especially long to see your face in my heart perpetually, as it is being kissed and again by your mother or by Sri Radha, a Muhuschumbitam Bimba. May that Sri Krishna holds a flute to his lips and attracts the entire world and even himself forever appear in my heart. Upon seeing his form, all moving is going to stun. ये रूप दर्शन जब होता है ना, stunning हो जाता, statue हो जाता, स्तब्ध. People become ಸ್ತಬ್ಧರಾಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ ರೂಪ ದರ್ಶನ ಆದಾಗ. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಯಾರೋ ಮೋದಿ ನೋಡ್ದಂಗೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಡಿ. ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ದರ್ಶನ ಆದಾಗ ಇದಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಯು ಬಿಕಮ್ ಸ್ಟನ್ಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮೋಷನ್ಲೆಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿದ್ದ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಜನ್ಮ ಆದರೂ ನೀವು ಆ ಥರದ್ದು ನೋಡೇ ಇರಲ್ಲ ಏನು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ರೂಪ ದರ್ಶನ ಆದಾಗ ಇದು ಆಶ್ಚರ್ಯಕರ, ಸ್ಟನ್ಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮೋಷನ್ಲೆಸ್. And then ulta happens, non-moving things like river and all this, they stop moving and they are just stones. They start begin to move. Non-moving things like stone, trees and all, they can give up their nature and begin to move. The opposite will happen by seeing the form of Krishna, seeing his form. The moving beings होते हैं ना, वो क्या होता है? Moving beings, वो stun हो जाते हैं, like human beings and animals, deers in the Vrindavan forest. They become stunned and motionless. A roop. Forget roop darshan. Even the flute sound will make them stunned and motionless. The flute sound of Sri Krishna. So such is the power. That's why it's called Krishna, no? Very attractive. Attractive means itna, the beauty, the Rupa Madhuryata. Venu Madhurya and Rupa Madhurya are so sweet. You become stunned in that experience. खुद स्टन हो जाते हैं ना. He himself gets motionless and stunned by seeing his own. So imagine the beauty of the Lord. So that is the thing. See, whatever we are doing, Hare Krishna Mahamantra also has the Rupa there. So all are made up of Satchidananda. Nama Tattva, Harikatha is made up of Satchidananda. This is non-material. What we are speaking is non-material, but it's made up of Satchidananda. आनंद का सेवा कर रहे हैं भाई, आनंद तो आएगा. See, when you are seeing a horror movie, उसमें आनंद नहीं है, फिर भी लोग they get enjoyment in that. It's called lower grade. But then everything related to Bhagavan is Anand. Even Kurukshetra is fighting, he is always smiling and happy. So we are serving a very beautiful Lord who is always happy. Satchidananda mein Namo. इसलिए the first line Satyaruti Muni ji says Namam Ishwaram Satchidananda Rupam. अरे आप इतने सुंदर वस्तु के बारे में, सच्चिदानंद रूप है उनका, उसके बारे में why are you feeling bored to sing all this? It's made up of Ananda. and we are serving Ananda, and we will be Ananda all the time. If you're always chanting in the names, you're always singing some bhajan, we are serving the Ananda. So we should be in Ananda. Now here only we can be fully in Ananda by hearing this Harikatha, because it is about the Ananda Vastu Bhagavan. But then because mind is still thinking of past, future, इसके बाद मैं खाना खाऊंगा, ये सब है ना, विचार आ जाता है ना, तो पूरा absorb नहीं हो पा रहे हैं. That's the only our defect. But even the simplest services can be Sachidananda, converted to Sachidananda. You have to try very hard. Focus, concentration. In the simplest service is Sachi. Every service is non-material. Prabhupada says. Bhagavad Gita Krishna says, Sagunan samatityetan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. This is gun se upar hai bhai. Every seva is gunatit. So there is no question of boredom because we are doing in the guna. We are trying the devotional service. We are doing in the guna. Sound come in. Class kodta hai. Sound. Very large sound. You close the door. Please close the door. So, this is called stunned and motionless, right? So that is the thing, right? We are Ananda Vastu. We are serving the Ananda Vastu. Since we are serving the Ananda Vastu, this stanza, however, Satyavati Muni wishes to directly behold Sri Krishna's beautiful form with his own eyes. He realized that Sri Krishna will not appear before him unless he performs Namakirtan. So now we praise through the meaning of Namakirtana, beginning with Namo Deva Damo. Prabhupada said 3 days you have to be happy. He is very true actually. But then it is very difficult to capture because when doing bhakti, we are thinking after bhakti I will go to office, I do that. All these thoughts are coming. So we are not able to touch Sachidanandamaya Seva. But if we try to forget past, future, everything, totally, you try to absorb in that task of the seva, then you see that you are going beyond time. Seva is beyond time. Any simple seva you take, that is also transcendental. There is nothing called complex seva, simple, important seva, nothing. Any seva is transcendental. Sagunan samadityetan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. गुणातीत है सेवा, लेकिन हम वो सेवा को गुण में कर रहे हैं. गुण में कब आ जाते हैं? जब वो आइडेंटिटी प्रॉब्लम हो जाता है. When I am thinking I am Ram Prasad and doing seva, you will come in the gunas. सत्वगुण, सत्वगुण सेवा. एक मिनट बहुत डिस्टर्ब हो रहा है, एक मिनट आता हूँ. Okay, so Nama Sankirtana also is transcendental, so that is where we can. But then Nama Sankirtana is the power to see the form of the Lord. So when we try to please Krishna, the service, the activity of service is beyond time. समय का ध्यान ही चला जाता है कभी, तो सेवा में मग्न हो जाता है. We have to try. It's possible. We have to try. Go on trying. Bhakti Yoga Prayojita. It's an experiment, You have to feel the beyond time. Let's not do mechanically. Every devotional service, we have to first accept. Presencing. We have to accept that devotional service is Sagunan Samaditya. Gun ke bahar hai. Gunatit. So Gunatit experience we have to try to get. Otherwise, what is the use? See, every object is beyond material energy. Dhamma is material, is not non-material. Nama is non-material. Prasadam is non-material. But then since we are in the material, we are not able to experience the non-material. It will take our consciousness beyond the material. Devotional service is such a powerful yoga process compared to all other yogas. Other yogas are inside the guna only. They will take only to sattva guna. But devotional service is Gunatit. But the experience of Gunatit will depend on your consciousness, your identity. ये सब छोड़ना पड़ेगा. Then only you can experience. Satyavati Muni had heard about the Kirtana performed by the Vrajagopis when Sri Krishna disappeared from the Rasa dance. So he had the idea of this Vrajagopi Kirtan, that is Gopi Gita. Sri Krishna disappeared from the Rasa dance. The gopis were unable to bear separation from him and began to cry. The song they sang while weeping is famous by the name Gopi Gita. It's found in Srimad Bhagavatam. With deep love, Sri Mahaprabhu relished this song, especially in the period of his life when he remained in the Gambhira. Following verses from Gopi Gita. Tavakata amritam tapta jivanam kavibiriditam kalmashapaham shravana mangalam srimadatam bhuvi ye Bhurida jana. Oh Krishna, we are always suffering in this material world. So what is the remedy for suffering in the material world? Is to forget the material world. To forget, we can forget while hearing the words and narrations of your pastimes give us life. We have to totally absorb in the Harikatha, the Lila Katha. But then all this mobile phone, everything disturbs, WhatsApp and all. Not able to totally relish the immortal nectar and forget. The practice of this forgetting is done during Ekadashi. Can I forget the hunger by getting absorbed in the transcendental name and katha of the Lord? Like that, that's what the practice is there. Once we can forget hunger, then we can forget the pain. Gradually, So, because the Lord's katha is Amritam, it will take us beyond body. Parikshit Maharaj didn't even drink water for 7 days. So like that, it is possible. First you have to believe it's possible. Then we can have that experience. Out of body experience. Continue the direct yoga of the soul with the Lord in the form of His sound. Direct yoga of the soul, crossing the body, crossing the mind. These narrations coming from the lips of your pure devotees eradicate one sinful reaction and bestow the ultimate benediction, Krishna Prema, upon whoever hears them with faith. Pure devotees broadcast. So you have to hear with faith. Faith means this has the power. The Harikatha has the power to take me beyond transcendence. It is happening. It is non-material. It is outside the material realm. That is the faith. Nama also. If you have faith in the Nama, means Nama is non-material. And it has Sarva Shakti. And then I can connect to the Nama and can forget any problems of the body. Your pure devotees broadcast these narrations, which are full of spiritual beauty and opulence all over the world. That's why they broadcast these narrations. But then we realize this Shakti, that Nama and Katha has so much Shakti, it takes the faith, to high faith, and then experiment also. See, the moment you're out of the Triguna Atit, your body's pains, you'll not be able to realize. But then we have to practice that, right? There's certainly no one more kind and compassion, those souls. That's why it is the greatest medicine for everything, right? So, Bhuridajana, they're called Bhuridajana, very compassionate. Nobody is there who distribute this nectar. They are the best people. Harikatha distribution, Harinama distribution, Sankirtana distribution. Because there's something outside matter, Amrita Vastu. More you know the glories of Harikatha, more you know the glories of the Nama, more you will have faith and more you will be able to connect. More you will believe that it is beyond matter, that Krishna is personally present in the name. ये जानने की बात है, पहला जानना है, लेकिन बाद में उसको महसूस करना है, इसको इतना डीपली बिलीव करना है, then only अनुभव होगा उस नामातीत का. But the gopis were tortured by the pain of separation from Sri Krishna. They are actually saying the descriptions of your pastimes are not nectar. They are deadly poison, mrita. If anyone hears them, the life becomes one of suffering because they will be in the viraha. This is the raga interpretation. There is a Vaidhi interpretation, is a raga interpretation, in the bhava interpretation. Poets have sung the glories of narrations about you in vain. At first, the narrations seem to be full of charm and sweetness, but instead of bringing joy to someone's life, they plague him with sorrow. In fact, the people who recite here, क्योंकि संसार सब भूल जाते हैं, who recite your poems are ruining everyone's lives. In this word, the burida, the most indicates that those who broadcast narrations about Sri Krishna all over the world are the greatest of all generous people. However, in divine madness, ये दिव्य उन्माद में क्या बोलते हैं, सोचते हैं गोपीस, सिवियर पेन, विरह विरह का दुख जो है ना, विरह का जो पेन है, उसमें गा रहे हैं, उसमें द लीला इंटरप्रिटेशन, द लीला जगत एंड देन वैदिक जगत, तत्व जगत इंटरप्रिटेशन इज डिफरेंट, exactly opposite of the Lila Jagat. The gopis spoke about him sarcastically. Just see how these people are blazoning the activities of that black boy. They carry a copy of Srimad Bhagavatam and roam from street to street explaining, we do not want money, we just want you to listen to us. For no charge, cast the net of Krishna's pastimes for the living entities. And those people now captured, they will always be weeping. Nayanam Garada Shrudaraya Vadanam, they will always be weeping in suppression. This is what we want, but it's not easy, right? So eventually they leave their homes, wealth, possessions, relatives, and families. Like beggars or like birds, they live without any permanent residence. This is the effect of Harikatha, holy names, and maintain themselves. Whatever meager eatables are given to them by others, and they sleep wherever they can find a place to lie down. Spend their day and nights in this way. Many people in Braj you will see like this, right? Constantly tortured by the pain of being separated from Krishna. The effect of Krishna Prem. पागल दीवाना हो जाता है, just like the fruit seller. She stopped her business, throw the fruits into the Yamuna. Right? Krishna Prem ka effect. So my dear friend, when Gopi said, those who recite very high topics, we have to clearly understand of the Lila Jagat. Right? Those who recite Srimad Bhagavatam are actually not to blame. The sweetness of Sri Krishna's lotus face, beautiful form, flute, qualities and pastimes are responsible for these calamities. Even just hearing about his sweetness, one will enter this miserable condition. Another Gopi explained, oh Sakhi, what to speak of others in the sky? Just look at you, there are no hunters more merciless than those who narrate the pastimes of Sri Krishna. Because Garpar sab chhod jate na, they leave the families, they'll start weeping for him. That is the real effect of Sri Krishna, his beauty. You lose interest in everything. Nadhanam, najanam. You lose interest in making money. You lose interest in achieving fame. You are getting deeply in love with the Lord. Nadhanam, najanam, nasundarim kavitam. Persons who hear these narrations weep and then make their families weep by abandoning them. Chhod de ke garbar chhod chale. Yet another Gopi protested. Actually, Sri Krishna himself is the greatest of all those who spread this propaganda. He is the one who made us run away from our homes to meet him when he played on his flute, Vamshivat. He drove us mad with love, turned us all into beggars, and then left us. Who is more ungrateful than he? When Sri Krishna heard them say all this, he burst into them, he's crying, oh no, I'm not ungrateful. You are my beloveds and I am yours. I only left all of you to make your remembrance of me more intense. The Viraha. Do you know where I went? I don't actually leave you. I was right behind you, listening to your song of separation. The Gopi Gita is a very tremendous song because then it is not just a song, Each of the verses, 19 shlokas of Gopi Gita has the bhava of the gopis, the mood of the gopis, and their intense separation, feeling of separation from Sri Krishna. So Viraha Agni. Each shloka of Gopi Gita has the Viraha Agni, the fire of separation. So that Viraha Agni will enter inside you. So Gurudev wanted all of us to recite it, Gopi Gitam, in Kartika, at least in Vishnu Panchaka. 5 days you can try to recite Gopi Gita and go deep into the meanings, and then it is like the flower, right? वो अंदर में वो मकरंद रहता है, मकरंदे. वो अंदर में नेक्टर रहता है ना, मधुकर जो हनी भी लेता है अंदर में रहता है. ऐसे ही श्लोक इज लाइक ए फ्लावर. एक श्लोक आपको दुम्बी बनना पड़ेगा. अंदर 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 जाके, कैसे अंदर जाएंगे पहले अर्थ समझो, ऐसे ऐसे अंदर फ्लोरल वोरल्स ऑफ द फ्लावर। अब और श्लोक श्लोक एक पुष्प की तरह है ना, उसके अंदर जाके जाके बाद में उसको भावामृत मिलेगा आपको। अंदर भावामृत छुपा हुआ है, वो अंदर भावामृत छुपा बाहर आता है जब वो प्लीज हो जाता है आपका मेडिटेशन से, आपका वर्ड बाय वर्ड मीनिंग से, यू आर बेगिंग। सो दैट्स व्हाट आई एम सेइंग, द 19 श्लोकास, ईच ऑफ द श्लोकास ऑफ गोपी गीता हैज द भवामृता, द विराग्नि, you can call it as agni amrita. So that viragni will go and touch what one part, one spark of that will touch your heart, and then you're gone. That's why Gopi Gita is so powerful. Very powerful sadhana in Kartik Masam is to recite Gopi Gita every day, Conversing in the indirect mode of communication called Parokshavada, Sri Krishna and the gopis relish their prema for each other. From this example, it is clear that Parokshavada, which is common throughout the Vedas, is also employed in the verse of Srimad Bhagavatam. If anyone tries to adopt the moods of the gopis and hoping to achieve Sri Krishna performs Nam Sankirtana with great humility, Krishna will not be able to restrain himself. She will appear before that person. So, Akshidrishya. So, Chaturtha Muni, deeply inside his heart, he is actually remembering the gopis, the Gopi Gita, and then reciting this verse 6. Verse 6 is very, very deep. Verse 6 is very, very deep. Edakshidrishyaha, remaining conscious of one's relationship with Sri Krishna and free from all anarthas. The sadhaka, remaining conscious of one's relation to Sri Krishna. This conscious is very important while performing bhakti. एक दूसरे आदमी के लिए कर रहे हैं, ये सेवा है। ये क्या हो जाता है ना, ये मैकेनिकल हो जाता है। किसके लिए जप कर रहे हैं, किसका कथा, एक आदमी का, एक सुप्रीम पर्सनल का सुन रहे हैं, उनके प्लेजर होता है सुनने से। ऐसे भाव ऐसे याद करना पड़ेगा हमको, वरना तो ये टूथ ब्रशिंग जैसे हो जाता है। टूथ ब्रशिंग भी आदमी भूल जाता है, वाई आई एम डूइंग द ब्रशिंग टीथ, आके घिसता है ऐसे, घिस घिस के वो क्या होता है, एनामल चला जाता है। आफ्टर सम टाइम द एनामल विल गो अवे बिकॉज द पर्सन डोंट नो वाई आई एम ब्रशिंग द टीथ। वो मन कहीं और चला जाता है और 15 मिनट घिसता है उसको जाके, वो दांत क्या हो जाता है घिस के वो पूरा एनामल चला जाता है। ऐसे हमारा हालत नहीं होना चाहिए। जप करके करके मैकेनिकल जपा, फॉर whom I am doing, where is the love, what is happening, not aware of all this. Gurudev is telling, conscious, be conscious. Some relative come to your house, you are serving, no, you are simply not repeating something, taka. Like that, each japa, each chant should be like a relationship. We are like a conversation with your friend, with your Supreme Personality. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಯಾರಿಗಾರ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಬಡ ಅಂತ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ ನಿಮಗೆ? ಸಾಕು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸುಮ್ಮನಿರಪ್ಪ, ತಲೆಗೆಡಿಸ್ಬೇಡ ಅಂತೀರಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಹಾಗೆ ದಿಸ್ ನೇಮ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಡನ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಭಾವುಕ. Gurudev is saying, conscious of one's relationship. You do Nam Sankirtana, being conscious. There is a seva, there is a person accepting your seva and what all he likes. He likes nice, sweet chanting, sweet pronunciation, sweet and concentration in hearing, and then nice thoughts, offering the thought flowers. If you are in the Tattva Jagat, if you are in the, what is the two kinds of sadhaks are there? Jatarati and Ajatarati. If you are Ajatarati sadhaka, then you have to think of you have to offer the Tattva Pushpa. ತತ್ವ ಪುಷ್ಪಗಳನ್ನ ಆಫರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ನಾಮ ಇಸ್ ಕಮ್ ಟು ದ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳಿರ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ, ತತ್ವ ಪುಷ್ಪಗಳು. ನೀವೇನಾರು ಜಾತರತಿ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ, ಜಾತರತಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಉಸ್ಮೆ आपको वृंदावन के रति आ चुका है, then you should offer the various pastimes of Vrindavana. And free from all of this, sadhaka should perform Sankirtan of the holy names that bestowed upon by Shri Guru. इस संबंध को जागृत करते हुए जप करना है, संकीर्तन करना है. Sankirtan also, people are so much immersed in the drum and beating heavily and all. They forget किसके सुख के, अपने सुख के लिए कर रहे हैं क्या ये? इतना बड़ा इंस्ट्रूमेंट लेके बजा के मैं मेरा सुख के लिए कर रहा हूँ, मुझे अच्छा लगता है, तो भक्ति नहीं हुआ, तो पूरा हो गया मटेरियल. Materially, you also enjoy sitar and all. You can enjoy nice song, but you will think that is bhakti. It's not bhakti. That is as like anything enjoying this. What is this? It's not transcendental. आप मोड्स में फंस चुके हो. You're stuck in the modes, 3 modes. अरे क्या कीर्तन था प्रभु, बहुत एंजॉय किया मैंने, क्या सितार था. अरे आपके एंजॉयमेंट थोड़ा है भाई, ये गाना थोड़ा ही है, ये परफॉर्मेंस हो रहा है भगवान के सुख के लिए, और भगवान के सुख को देख के आप में सुख हो रहा है, वो ठीक है. भगवान सुख हैज टू कम इन यू, दैट इज कॉल्ड भक्ति आनंदम. This is material, so you have to immediately catch, Arey, I am doing material ananda here, this is bogus. This will take me to hell only. It's maximum sattva-guna, some enjoyment of like Beams and Joshi and all. No? Maximum you'll get sattva-guna. Sattva-gun ka sukh hai na. Sattva-gun sukh is not bhakti. Sattva-gun sukha is not bhakti. Bhakti is transcendental, beyond the 3 modes. When you relish Sri Krishna's happiness, when you want and you see him happy, and then you become happy, because the particle of happiness comes from him. So you have to always be conscious of the relationship while doing any form of bhakti. ये डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया ना, मेरा एंजॉयमेंट हो गया ना, तो सब कुछ दाल में पानी हो गया, क्या क्या तो हो गया. बहुत इसलिए बहुत केयरफुल रहना पड़ता है. डिवोशनल सर्विस इज ट्रांसेंडेंटल, बट पकड़ना मुश्किल है. गुणीभूत सेवा हो जाता है हमेशा. गुणातीत होना चाहिए, नॉट गुणीभूत, गुणातीत. So all of Sri Krishna's pastime, inherent sweetness, as well as the relation Sri Krishna are associated with corresponding holy names. So everything, the nama attachment is there. There is a sound with every lila. There is a sound with every particular lila, and its sweetness, madhuryata, also there is a nama. So sound ke through you can go and touch it. That's why deity worship also, they keep on singing kirtana and all this, There is no independent worship, through kirtana only. By the mercy of Krishna's holy names, the corresponding pastime will begin to manifest. See, this is the power. Various namas are given to various leelas, and once any one nama, like Madhusudana is pleased, that Madhusudana is mapped to one of the pastimes, and that pastime will come in your heart. Of course, when we are trying to go beyond the modes. दुनिया का संबंध कुछ भी नहीं रखना है, then only the pastimes will come. हम सोचेंगे मैं ये हूँ, मैं इसका पति हूँ, इसका बेटा हूँ, ये सब सोच के लीला नहीं आएगा. You have to totally forget. Maybe after chanting 16 rounds, you will become, first 16 rounds is for transcending the material energy. Then there is some next 16 rounds. Or whatever, you people have to find out when you can forget this Deha Abhiman. देहाभिमान कबेवा भूलिबो देहाभिमान हाड़ बरत ದೇಹಾಭಿಮಾನ ದೂರ ಜಾಬೆ. ದೇಹಾಭಿಮಾನ ಮರೆತು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಭಕ್ತಿ ಮಾಡೋದಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಅವಾಗ ಲೀಲಾ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯಾನಿಫೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ದೇಹ ಮರೆಯೋದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟ ನೋಡಿ, ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಷ್ಟೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ರೀಸನ್ ದಟ್ Sachinandan Gaurari was absorbed in relishing Mahabhava, Radhika's highest but propagating the holy name. For this reason, which reason? To begin manifest, लीला manifest होने आर्ट में. ये तुम बड़ा बड़ा मंदिर बनाओ, ये सब के लिए नहीं. फाइनली गोल क्या है? The holy name mercy say your Leela has to manifest in one's heart. See, Maya will give so many deviations. ठीक है, मंदिर बनाओ, प्रेसिडेंट बन जाओ मंदिर का, ये वो ಏನೇನೋ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಭಕ್ತಿ. ಅದಲ್ಲ ರೀ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಸು. ಭಕ್ತಿ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಲೀಲಾ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ಆರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ. ಗುರುದೇವ್ ಇಷ್ಟ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ಲಿ. ಹೋಲಿ ನೇಮ್ ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ಮಹಾಪ್ರಭು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು? ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ರೀಸನ್. ಮಹಾಪ್ರಭು ಹೋಲಿ ನೇಮ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಲೀಲಾ ಬರಲಿ. ಇದ್ರ ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆ ಲೀಲಾ ಇದೆ. Various leelas are mapped to the Hare Krishna Maha. That sound is connected to a leelas. And that leela has to come in one's heart. How it will come? When you first conscious of it, when you do this japa properly. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಓಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನೇನೋ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇಡ ನಾವು. Krishna consciousness is very simple. Chant the names properly with proper thing, then the holy name, the leela will manifest. ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನೇನೋ ಸರ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾಮ will do everything. Gurudev is clearly telling. It is for this reason. ಯಾವ ರೀಸನ್ನು? ಈ ರೀಸನ್ನು. Pastimes will begin to manifest one's heart, corresponding pastime. Every nama is associated with corresponding holy names. Every Lila. In the grooves of Vrindavana, Radhika steals away Sri Krishna's mind. Manohara, alva? Radhika man har leti hai Bhagavan ka. The word harana means to steal, and hara is the feminine form of one who steals. ನೋಡಿ, ಇದು ಜಾತರತಿ ಸಾಧಕ ಏನು ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಮಂತ್ರ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ಲೀಲೆ, ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಲೀಲಾಸ್ ವೇರ್ ದ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಇಸ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಸ್ಟೋಲನ್ ಬೈ ರಾಧಿಕಾ. ಹರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ರಾಧಾರಾಣಿ, ಒನ್ ಸ್ಟೀಲ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್. ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸಾಂಸ್ಕ್ರಿಟ್ ಗ್ರಾಮರ್, when hara is uttered as a person at someone, it becomes hare. The root krish means to attract and na means bliss. Therefore, he who gives bliss to everyone with the sweetness of his beautiful form quality is known as Krishna. ಕ್ರಿಶ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ನಾ ಅಂದರೆ ಕೊಡೋದು, ಆನಂದ. ನಾಮರೂಪ ಗುಣಲೀಲಿಂದ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆನಂದ ಕೊಡೋನು ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಆನಂದ ಬಡಿಸ್ತಾನೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ. ಈಗ ಹೆಂಗೆ ನೀವೊಂದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಹೋದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಡಿಸ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಆನಂದನ ಬಡಿಸ್ತಾನೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಎಲೆ ಹಾಕಿ. ಇದಿಕ್ಸ್ವ ಲೀಲಾಭಿರ್ ಆನಂದ ಕುಂಡೆ. ಭಗವಂತ ಆನಂದ ಕುಂಡ ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನು ಮುಳುಗಿಸ್ತಾನೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ. ರಸಗುಲ್ಲಾ में डुबाते हैं हमको. So Gurudev's commentaries are unparalleled. I'm telling you, Gurudev's commentary ಏನೇನೋ ಓದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಲ್ಲ, ಗುರುದೇವ್ಸ್ ಕಾಮೆಂಟ್ರಿ ಓದ್ಬೇಕು. ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ ಇದು, ಒಂದೊಂದು ಪ್ಯಾರಾಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ಹೋದರೆ ಸಾಲಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಓದ್ತಾನೇ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಶಾಕಲ್ಪತೃಭ್ಯಶ್ಚ ಕೃಪಾ ಸಿಂಧುಭ್ಯೋ ಪೈಥಾನಾಂ ಪಾವನೆ ವೈಷ್ಣವೇಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ. ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕೃಷ್ಣ